you see that many plants are covered in leaves. Imagine that branches and leaves are arranged at random, haphazardly. The fact is, however, that the point where a branch will emerge when the branch, and even the symmetrical in flowers have all been set out with fixed laws and miraculous. To the letter were first created. It's not a or flower emerges by chance. How many branches a tree have, where the branch is to have, arrangement of those been determined beforehand. Every plant has its. Scientists are able to classify plants on the basis of these. The extraordinary is the way that one and one in England, for example, are aware of the same rules and proportions and apply the same ratios. Of course, be chance that creates all plants. Mathematical calculation. This beauty and flawless form is omniscient, as is revealed in the Quran. He to whom the kingdom of the heavens and the earth belongs, he does not have a son, and he has no partner in the kingdom. He created everything and determined it most exactly. Let's perform a count of the leaves of this plant in the pot. Let's continue until we enter another in the same. Also remember the number of turns we made around the stem. The two numbers we obtain, the number of leaves and revolutions, will be the first two numbers we see in the Fibonacci series. Had we begun counting in the opposite direction, we would have the same number of leaves, but at a different number of revolutions. The number of turns in each direction, the number of leaves counting these, reveal three consecutive Fibonacci. Form may be circular or spiral. Species of plant. One of the important results of this special sequence is that leaves are arranged so as not to cast shadows over one another. According to these proportions, as divergence in botany, the order in the way leaves are arranged in the stem has been determined by particulars. Arrangement based on exceedingly complex calculation. If n is the number of revolutions we need to make, beginning at one leaf until we encounter another leaf at the same leaf, p is the number of this cycle, then p divided by n is the leaf divergence that exists in divergence equals number of leaves in a leaf cycle divided by the number of revolutions. Fractions peculiar to some plants are as follows: 1/2 in meadow plants, grasses, 1/3 in marsh banana species, 5/13 in bulbous plants. The way that every tree from the same species is aware of this ratio and a proportion determined for it is a great. For example, know about this and how, no matter where it may be, abide by this calculation. When you begin from and make around any banana tree trunk, you will another leaf at the same level and at the same time encounter 3 leaves. No matter Latin American Just the existence of such a leaf sequence ratio is important evidence that living things cannot come into existence by chance, but that they were created with an exceedingly complex structure. It is Almighty and omniscient God who encodes such living things, creates information. The numerical miracles we encounter in plants go further than these. Although the branches haphazardly at first glance, they too are arranged according to an exceptional complex plan and mathematical. Botanists have identified the golden ratio branching of a growth. Now consider the example of the sneezewort plant. Let us look at the relationship between branching and golden ratio in this plant. The plant grows a new every bud and a new branch from that one. If the number of branches in a horizontal plane is counted, then Fibonacci numbers can be seen. Calculation and aesthetics in leaves and flowers arranged according to the Fibonacci series. The fact that plants according to mathematical formulae is one of the most evident proofs that they have been specially created. Sensitive measures and balance in plant atoms and DNA. Its external appearance. Other proofs of creation involving the golden ratio include some flowers. The sunflower is one of the finest examples on this subject. If you pick up a sunflower, you will see its seeds are spirals. And if you start to count all the seeds in the spirals turning to right and left, you will find 2 consecutive numbers. This is certainly not limited to the sunflower alone. The leaves of densely seeded plants, such as the cabbage, also form spirals running to right, as in the sunflower. Daisies and pinecone scales are also set out in right and left spirals. One by one, you will again obtain numbers based on the Fibonacci series. On the golden ratio, these numbers in the spirals in plants will and 8/13 in pine cones, 8/13 in pineapple, 21/34, 21 of the daisy, and 21/34, 34/55, and 55/89 in sunflower. Evidence of God's flawless creation can be found in all the order and regulation. The flawless of plants filled in a verse of John, told that this is so important. It is He of every kind, and from that we bring forth seeds, and from the spathes of the date palm, date clusters hanging down, and gardens of grapes and olives and pomegranates, both similar and dissimilar. Look at their fruits as they bear fruit and ripen. There are signs in that for people who believe.